Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. In this one, I'm going to show you the top 10 biggest keys, the most expensive comic books in my comic book collection as it sits right now, mid-year 2019. Hopefully you guys are excited. I'm excited, so here we go. Hey, before we get started with the video, I want to thank and welcome all the new subscribers to the channel. If this is your first time watching this channel, would encourage you to hit that subscription button, check out some of the other videos on the channel, and also drop a like button if you think this is worthy of that. But without further ado, let's get on to this top 10 video. Man from Beantown is running a 300 subscriber contest, so this is actually an entry into that contest, and it gives me an excuse to check out the top 10 books in my comic book collection. So congratulations, Man from Beantown, for your 300 subscribers. His link will be in the description below. Check him out, show him some community love. Also want to shout out 3 other YouTubers per his contest rules. The first one is Asian Funk. Absolutely love the edits on this guy. He's super witty, and anytime his cat's involved, it is absolutely hilarious. Go check him out in the description below, and you will find out exactly what I mean by that. Second shout out I want to give to Bub's Comics. They run a great chat every Monday night, and if you're not involved in that, if you're not in the live chat, it is a complete blast. But I'd also encourage you guys to check it out on the replay. They've got great topics. It's Bub's Comics, it's DS Comics, and Metarog. 3 great guys in the community. Every once in a while they have Deadpool 2323, who I love Deadpool because he's got such a great collecting style, very, very similar to mine. So we agree on a lot of things, and he's been showing some great books. So check out those guys, especially check out Bub's Comics for that Monday night No Faces chat. You guys will not be sorry. It's awesome comic book content. It is really truly difficult to pick out just 3 YouTubers that I want to shout out because really truly I watch you guys all, and hopefully I'm supporting you guys by leaving comments, leaving thumbs up. And if for some reason you're not getting thumbs up or comments from me, drop me a line. Let me know. Let me know that you just released a cool video, and I'll definitely check it out. I want to give you guys all the support. I watch guys like Captain Kirk Productions, Dead Clone, Seeking Near Mint Comics, the Doom 143, Master X has been doing a lot of great videos, Comicholics channel, White Whale Comics, Thorough Kuboro, New York Warriors, those guys are incredible. I watch ETA Nick, Luther Manning, Reaper Tate. I watch you guys all. Area 51, love that guy. You guys are where I go for entertainment. I watch YouTube comic book community more than I watch regular television. So thank you guys so much. If for some reason I have not shouted you out, which there's so many people in the comic book community, it's impossible to shout everybody out, but I really truly do appreciate you all. And like I said, if for some reason I haven't caught your video and haven't left a comment, let me know in the comments. Let me know that you released a video, put it in the comments, and I will definitely check it out and leave you some support on there with a thumbs up and a comment letting you know what I thought of your video. These 10 books may be the most expensive, they may be the biggest keys, but there are other really big keys in my collection that I had a really hard time with selecting these over those. There are some modern books that I didn't select that are huge keys, that are very, very expensive books. There's artwork that is very, very expensive in my collection, but I selected these because I think they are the most significant books in my collection. Now, they're not the highest grades by any mean, but you'll see what I mean when I show these books. These are some of my absolute keepers, favorite books. The only reason I would ever trade these is if I could get like one mega grail key for all of these, but that's the only reason. Number 10 on the list is Avengers #1. I bought this book raw from Doug Hazelwood, who is an inker from DC's Superman, early 90s, Death of Superman, Funeral for a Friend, Return of Superman fame, and absolutely love this book. It did get a restored. It's a 2.5 restored. It's complete. Restoration includes small amount of color touch on cover and a small amount of glue on cover, tear seals to cover. It's cream to off-white. I absolutely love this book regardless of a purple label or not, because that's what I look at when I look at this book. I'm not really sure where the color touch is. I have not found it yet. It is really difficult to find. Whoever did it, like I said, it was probably very, very small as it denotes on the cover, but that is one of my favorite books. This is number 10 on the list of my favorite big keys in my collection. Number 9 on the list is a book that I've always loved. This is Giant Size X-Men #1. It is an 8.0, and it has off-white to white pages. This is from 1975, and I believe I bought this for $1,300 late last year from Newcastle Comics in St. Louis. And I absolutely love this book. It is a nice upgrade to any copy that I've ever owned. I think I've owned 3 copies of this book, and this is by far the best copy. Very beautiful, vibrant cover. The colors pop really nicely. Couldn't ask for more. Really don't want to upgrade. And at this point, it's almost out of reach to upgrade for me. So I'm very happy with this book. I think Doom might have a 9.0. So great job, Doom. If you ever want to downgrade, I'd be happy to trade this with you, my friend. But this is a great story. Professor X has lost the old team to the island. I can't remember what the island's called, but he has to form a brand new team to go help save the old team, the original team. It's a Len Wein story. Dave Cockrum art, Gil Kane, and Dave Cockrum cover. Giant Size X-Men, number 1, 8.0. Number 8 on the list is a book that I bought for $700 on the Great Legend Auction Show a few years ago, and it is The Incredible Hulk 181, the first appearance of Wolverine. And I bought this raw, like I said, for $700. It had some issues, like this color breaking crease right there, but it came back 4.0, off-white pages, and like I said, I bought it for $700 on an auction. It was a buy it now, and I bought it from the Great Legend Show. So I had this pressed and cleaned from Paul from Midwest, so thank you so much for this book from the community. Thank you guys. And there it is, number 8 on my list. Yeah, this is number 8 on my list, Hulk 181. Absolutely love this. Wouldn't mind an upgrade. I think like a 6.0 to 7.0 would be good for me, but this 4.0 is pretty awesome, especially for the price that I paid for it. So there's the back cover. Number 8, Hulk 181. Number 7 on the list is a book that I got from Thanatos. Matt, thank you so much, Matt, for this great deal on this book, and definitely a dream book to own. It's a book that I never thought I would get, and the deal came up and I had to jump on it. This is The Brave and the Bold 28, the first appearance of the Justice League of America. It is a CBCS 3.0. It does have a detached cover or detached centerfold, excuse me, and that is why Thanatos got rid of it. He did get another copy himself that is all complete and attached everywhere, but this is a great book. I absolutely loved it. The story is, in my opinion, for a Silver Age story, which I do enjoy Silver Age stories, this one was pretty much garbage, and I didn't enjoy reading it at all, and it was almost a chore to get through. I wanted to see the Justice League work together. I mean, it's the first time that the Justice League, this is in 1960, so it was before the Fantastic Four. The Justice League gets together, and then they split apart to go do their own separate missions against these Starro characters, villains. So definitely didn't like it. It's a 3.0. Love this book still. Absolutely very iconic book, and I'm very happy to own it. This is number 7, Brave and the Bold 28, first appearance of Justice League of America. Number 6 on the list is another book that I got from Matt Thanatos, and I have always loved this character ever since the Jeff Johns run from Green Lantern Rebirth to the Green Lantern run that Jeff Johns wrote into Blackest Night, and absolutely became one of my favorite characters in comics. This is Showcase 22, the first appearance of Hal Jordan as Green Lantern. He's the second Green Lantern in DC Comics, and this is from 1959. The cover art is Gil Kane, and the story is by John Broome, excuse me. First appearance of Green Lantern and Abin Sur. Oh, and also Carol Ferris. Got this from Thanatos. It's a CBCS 3.0 with cream to off-white pages. Check out the back. Absolutely love Green Lantern, and I absolutely love this book as well. Number 5 on the list is a book that was number 1 on my list for last year as well as this year, and I was able to get it. I'm so happy that Paul from Midwest Comics helped me get this. He was at C2E2, and he got this, got a deal worked out from Bedrock City Comics for this awesome Daredevil number 1. It's 4.0, which is a great deal, and I got it for $1,500 from Bedrock City Comics. It's off-white to white pages. The first appearance of Daredevil, Matt Murdock, first appearance of Karen Page, and Foggy Nelson. Really great colors on this book. One thing that probably detracted from it was this fold right here that's color breaking, as you can see. But other than that, it would probably have been a little bit of a higher grade if it didn't have that humongous color breaking fold there. But very happy. Number 5 on the list is Daredevil number 1, 4.0, the first appearance of Daredevil. Number 4 on the list is Fantastic Four number 4. So lots of fours, no coincidence there. This book may be more expensive than a lot of my books above this in the top 10. This is Fantastic Four number 4, 6.5, and it is white pages. Can you see that? White pages. John Conway owned this book at one time. You can see his signature there. This is a beautiful, beautiful copy of this book. I'm working on the entire Silver Age, so all the, of course, 10-cent and then all the 12-cent Fantastic Fours. I think it goes to 89, and I've got about 20 issues left to go. So this is Fantastic Four number 4, the first Silver Age appearance of the Submariner. Read this book and actually did really, really enjoy it. The back is a very, very beautiful back cover. I got this at Comic Cave down in Springfield, Missouri. Walked in, didn't expect to be spending that much money on the book, but I saw this. They're closing, unfortunately, as a store, and there was no discount on this book, but for the price that I paid, which I won't talk about, I couldn't say no, and I had to pick this book up, especially because it is part of that run that I'm collecting. So this is number 4 on the list, Fantastic Four, number 4 at a 6.5, first appearance, Silver Age of Submariner. Number 3 on the list is probably my grail book for all time. It is the book that I've wanted ever since I was younger, in the 90s, watching the X-Men, reading the Chris Claremont, Jim Lee run. It's absolutely one of my favorite books. Number 3 on the list is X-Men. Number 1, I bought this raw, and then I had it pressed and cleaned by Rocket Comics and graded. It came back at a 2.5, and it is creamed off-white pages. This is from 1963, the first appearance of the X-Men. Professor X, Cyclops, Beast, Angel, Iceman, Marvel Girl, and Magneto. Lots of first appearances. One thing I absolutely adore about this book is the date stamp. August 10th, 1963. Beautiful placement. Great colors on this book. This is the first copy I've ever owned. I owned another copy that I traded for the number 1 book on the list. But here it is. Number 3 on the list is X-Men number 1. An absolute and honest treasure in my collection, and unless I upgrade, this book is never going anywhere. Number 2 on the list is a book that I didn't think I was going to get. If I would have got it a couple years ago, it'd probably been a much better deal, but I paid under fair market value. Matt241, big shout out to him. He helped me get this book. He tagged me on a Facebook post, and I got this under fair market value. So happy to have Fantastic Four number 1. It's the number 2 book on my list. It's a 1.8 with off-white pages in the new CGC case. So very, very grateful to own this. It looks like Carter Davis at one time owned this book. It's the first appearance of the Fantastic Four and the Mole Man. Fantastic Four is the very, very first Marvel team that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby put together. On the back, you can see very nice, solid copy of this book. It's not high grade. It's very low grade. It's got a lot of chipping on this side, but for a book of this age and this stature, I'm just very, very happy to own this one. Fantastic Four number 1. It's the number 2 book in my collection. And the number 1 book in my comic book collection is my favorite comic book character. I love reading this character, and I've loved him for a long time. It is Showcase number 4, the first appearance of Barry Allen. Absolutely a beautiful, beautiful presenting copy of this book. Very wonderful colors, not a lot of fading on the cover, which is very, very cool. Traded a lot of books and some cash for this book, and I'm very, very grateful to have this Grail book in my collection. It looks like a little bit of a tape pull right there. That probably brought the grade down considerably. It is a qualified CGC 4.0. It's creamed off-white pages. There is a coupon cutout, which I've talked about in one of my other videos, and in fact the video that I got this book. This is the first appearance in Origin of the Silver Age Flash, Barry Allen. It's the first appearance of Iris West as well, and I absolutely love, cherish, and adore this book. This is the number 1 book in my collection. Without that coupon, if that coupon was in this book, this would be a very, very expensive book, probably $15,000 to $20,000. I'm not really quite sure what a 4.0 goes for, but this, with the coupon cutout, makes it a lot more affordable. The coupon was for a DC slogan contest, so you actually had to have 5 coupons to even enter the contest, and it's for a DC slogan. So It's understandable that that would have been cut out. It does affect the story because there is a picture on the other side of the Turtle Man and the Flash running through a wall that was compromised with somebody tearing that out. But it doesn't matter because it is entombed in this case, and I've read the story about 4 times in a graphic novel, and very, very happy to have first appearance of Barry Allen, the Flash, as my #1 book in my collection. And that is it, you guys. That is the top 10 books in my comic book collection. Now, you didn't see books like Legion of Superheroes with Supergirl, the Adam Hughes cover on there. You didn't see my J. Scott Campbell with the remark that I love those 2 books. Those are definitely like top 15 books. You didn't see my Action Comics 252, the first appearance of Supergirl, or the Detective 359, the first appearance of Batgirl. Absolutely love and cherish those books as well. There's so many books that I love, but these are the top 10 biggest heavy hitters in the collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you're new here, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's more videos. I have enough material for about 3 or 4 more videos with really high quality, awesome keys, Silver Age books, stealth buys, really good stuff. So stay tuned to that stuff. I'm gonna let this video marinate for a while, but I'll be releasing those videos very, very soon. And so stay tuned. If you could drop a like on this video, check out these other videos, and I will talk to you all on the next one. See ya, bye.